Welcome to my channel TruckVolt, and if you're not subscribed yet, then subscribe right now so you don't miss any upcoming videos. Because here we break down the biggest, most powerful, and most futuristic trucks in the world in a way you've never seen before. And today, we are looking at something that could completely change American trucking as we know it. This is the all-new Mack Pioneer 2027. And the real question is not just what it is, the question is, backhand index pointing right, is this the future of long-haul trucking in America, or just another expensive experiment wrapped in aggressive marketing? Because what Mack is promising here is huge. We're talking about a truck that delivers up to 11% better fuel efficiency, a completely redesigned aerodynamic body, and an all-new generation of smart trucking technology that feels closer to a futuristic vehicle than a traditional diesel semi. But here's the thing: specs on paper don't move freight. Real roads do, real drivers do, so let's break this down properly. The shift that started everything for decades, Mack Trucks has been known for one thing above all else: toughness. Simple machines, mechanical strength. No-nonsense engineering built for construction sites, heavy loads, and American highways that never forgive mistakes. But the trucking world is changing fast. Fuel prices are rising. Regulations are tightening, and competition from brands like Freightliner and Volvo is pushing innovation harder than ever. So Mack had to respond, and the result is the Pioneer. A truck that doesn't just improve the old formula, it completely rewrites it. Design that changes the rules. The first thing you notice about the Mack Pioneer is simple. It doesn't look like a traditional Mack anymore. The long, aggressive, square-heavy design is gone. Instead, you get a smooth, sculpted, aerodynamic body that looks like it's moving even when it's parked. And that's not just for style. This new aerodynamic structure, including a sloped windshield and optimized airflow design, directly contributes to major fuel savings. In fact, Mack claims up to 11% better fuel efficiency compared to previous models when combining aerodynamics and powertrain improvements. And in trucking terms, that is not small. That is thousands of dollars saved every year. But now let's go deeper, because design is only the beginning. Powering this machine is the Mack MP13 engine, a 13-liter beast tuned for both strength and efficiency. It delivers up to 515 horsepower and 1,950 lb-ft of torque, depending on configuration. Now here's what makes this interesting. Instead of chasing extreme horsepower numbers like some competitors, Mack focused on balance. Efficiency plus durability plus usable torque. Because in real trucking, it's not about peak power, it's about consistent pulling strength over thousands of miles. And that's exactly where the MP13 shines. But the real game changer is not just the engine, it's what it's paired with. The Pioneer uses Mack's MDRIVE automated transmission, which is designed to constantly optimize gear selection for fuel economy and smooth performance. And this is where drivers start noticing something different. The truck doesn't feel like it's being driven in the traditional sense. It feels like it's adjusting itself in real time. Shifting smarter, coasting when possible, reducing unnecessary fuel burn, and keeping the engine in its most efficient range at all times. This is the shift from mechanical driving to intelligent driving. Now let's step inside, because this is where the Pioneer surprises almost everyone. The cabin is massive. We're talking about nearly 98 inches of standing height, giving drivers real space to move around, rest, and live inside the truck instead of just sitting in it. And the layout, completely modernized. Digital displays, smart infotainment, touch controls, real-time diagnostics, and optional camera mirror systems replacing traditional side mirrors for better visibility and reduced drag. But here's the catch: not everyone is going to love this. Because the more technology you add, the more complexity you introduce. And for old-school drivers, that's a concern. The controversy no one is talking about now. Let's be real, this truck is impressive, but it is also controversial, because trucking has always been about trust, mechanical reliability, simple repairs, predictable performance, and the Pioneer moves away from that world. It brings software, sensors, digital systems, and automation deeper into the driving experience than ever before. And that raises a big question: backhand index pointing right, are we improving trucking or overcomplicating it? Now imagine this truck on a long American highway, flat roads stretching for miles, heavy loads behind it, and hours of continuous driving ahead. This is where the Pioneer starts to prove itself. The cab feels quieter than older generations, wind resistance is reduced, engine efficiency kicks in. And fuel savings start adding up mile after mile, but what stands out most is not speed, it's stability. This truck feels controlled, balanced, almost effortless at cruising speeds. But still, there's something missing for traditionalists. That raw mechanical feel, that direct connection between driver and machine. So now we reach the turning point. Because everything comes down to one simple question: is efficiency enough to replace tradition? If you are a fleet owner or long-haul operator focused on cost savings, uptime, and fuel efficiency, this truck is extremely hard to ignore. But if you are a driver who values simplicity, mechanical feedback, and traditional truck identity, the Pioneer might feel like a step too far into the future. And that's the divide. So here's the truth. The Mack Pioneer 2027 is not trying to be the strongest truck, it is not trying to be the loudest, and it is definitely not trying to be the most old school. It is trying to be the most efficient, the most connected, and the most future-ready Mack truck ever built, and whether you love it or not, you cannot ignore it. Because this truck represents where the entire industry is heading: smarter systems, lower fuel consumption, better aerodynamics, and driver-focused technology. But now I want to hear from you. Would you choose a modern truck like the Mack Pioneer with all this technology and efficiency? Or do you still prefer the raw, traditional feel of older diesel trucks? Drop your opinion in the comments. I read every single one. And if you enjoyed this breakdown, don't forget to like the video, subscribe to TruckVolt, and hit the bell icon so you never miss another truck deep dive like this. Because the future of trucking is already on the road.